Hello, boys, girls, and MBs. Welcome to your favorite internet news and entertainment streamer. Here we talk about internet news and sometimes drama. Today's gonna start off maybe with something that is actually not drama. We'll get into it in a little bit. It's an insane situation, as you might be able to see from the title and thumbnail. LolOverruled has now been outed, so we'll get to talking about that. Also, we're going to be talking about, there's a lot of turn the volume down right here a little bit. It's a little bit loud, isn't it? We'll get to talking about some TikTok stuff. There's a lot of TikTokers that seem to be getting arrested for doing dumbass shit. And it's like an ongoing thing where TikTokers can't stop doing dumb shit. I know. Surprise. Big news, right? Ryan, how are you? Good to see you in chat today. Thanks for hopping in. So we'll get to talking about that. And I'll show you. I should actually pull it up on my screen right here. I can show you this TikToker situation here. Give me 1 second. I don't know why my stream deck decided to go out. How you doing, Ryan? How's your evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, going? I'll show you this real quickly. Here's... Oh. Why is it not working? Oh, I'm covering it. That's why. Here's the TikToker, one of the TikTokers that got arrested. And I have another TikToker story right here. We'll probably get into this. It's been a stressful couple weeks figuring out college stuff. Hey, if I have any advice for you, take your time. Do what you feel is right for any college stuff. Don't let other people make decisions for you, because what's up, Biologic? How you doing? Yeah, college stuff's not a joke. It costs a crap ton of money, so you don't want to waste your time into something you think someone wants you to do. You should always do what you want to do first, and even if it isn't the thing that everyone wants you to do, that's also okay and probably better than what people want you to do. And you should definitely, if you're someone that enjoys lecture halls and actually enjoys the whole process of learning everything, then make sure you sign up accordingly for classes that are cut out like that. So there's my advice for you. But there's also, look at this, another TikTok story we have here. This teen, one of my normie friends showed me this. A TikTok teen allegedly ends her parents' lives to get famous. We were watching this on one of my friend's phones recently, and I saw a minute of it. Not this Atozy video, but the situation. And let me tell you, it was freaking crazy. And then look at this. This is in a suburb of Illinois. They're warning people. Yeah, she's the one that kept posting videos about it too. Bloomingdale. Oh yeah, and of course, no problem. Hey, look, I went through college and I made some bad decisions along the way. Some decisions I wish I could have. I made good decisions in the middle of the bad decision, and then I went back and made another bad decision. And now I'm I'm going to be 30 in less than 4 days or something. And I'm looking back, I'm like, damn it, I kind of fucked up. But yeah, look at this. It's a Chicago suburb. Ignore this, man. Oh. You're getting bent over by big... Yeah. Bloomingdale... I should put chat on the screen when I start off stream. Bloomingdale police have issued a warning among TikTok trend. People have been arrested. Dog, can TikTokers... What the fuck? It's not that hard to be a TikToker. Just fucking post a video and be normal. I swear, it's not that hard. People are making TikTok and Reels harder than it has to be and getting themselves put behind bars. Yeah, we're going to get into the LolOverruled situation. Don't you guys worry. It's a very serious situation, so we'll get over to it in a little bit. It's a very serious topic. But Should we see what's up with this TikTok cult? It says right here, feds tried to raid LA home tied to TikTok cult from Netflix documentary. You see what I mean? How many goddamn TikTokers do I have to deal with today? TikTok put in jail for pranks. Yeah, it's the same one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Now to this, a quiet Tahunga neighborhood rocked by flashbangs. Federal agents storm a property tied to the shocking allegations of sex trafficking. That dramatic rape.
Ew. I'll be honest, I didn't even watch this. I saw this as I was doing my research for stream. And now that I'm here, I'm kind of like, ooh.
Today tied to an alleged TikTok cult.
Fox 11's Gina Silva. She joined us now live in Tahunga with more there. Gina?
Well, it may have started as a Netflix documentary, but now it is a full-blown...
About time on. Yeah, hey, sorry I didn't... I guess parasocial update for those that want to know. Also, I have to crack this sucker open. I'm good. Let's just say the mental wasn't there. I was kind of getting really anxious for a little bit. And couldn't bring myself to stream in the process of it. It was pretty bad. I was trying to stream, and then I tried to film a video one night, and then I was like, there's a couch. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's like a couch behind me back here. No, other way. Back there. And I fell asleep on it like 9 o'clock one night. My circadian rhythm or whatever that's called when you sleep has been off. I've been a goddamn mess. I finally feel better now. I feel more like myself again. So we're chilling. We're doing good. I should be back more. My birthday's coming up soon, so we're on the up and up from here. It's part of when you make content and you're online all the time, your mental health is due to
federal investigation. Now, right behind me, this property is usually closed up tight every single day, but today, federal agents ran through that gate.
Appreciate it. August 2nd is my birthday. Wait, what just happened? Experiencing interruptions?
It sounded like gunshots to me.
Dog!
In the early morning hours, local and federal law enforcement arrived in this quiet Tahunga neighborhood to serve a search warrant, alleging sex trafficking, money laundering, tax evasion, mail fraud, and COVID-19 pandemic-related fraud.
It's really, really creepy, and this is a really great, quiet little community, and a lot of families.
Wait, how does this tie to TikTok? Is this a TikTok cult?
Look at that.
The front gate of the property lies mangled and twisted, clear evidence of a forced entry. Sky Fox captured video of 5 people in handcuffs.
Dog! What the fuck?
In handcuffs. This is the same location tied to Shekinah Church and 7M Films, both at the center of serious allegations in a Netflix documentary released in May 2024.
7M, an entertainment company founded by Robert Shin, who's also the pastor of LA-based Shekinah Church.
The documentary, titled Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok cult, alleges emotional and psychological manipulation.
It started out fairly innocuous, but the control slowly grew.
We feel liberated.
This was a TikTok dance cult? What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
We feel that finally maybe there's a chance for justice to be served.
Melanie Lee joined Shekinah Church at 15 and left in her 20s. She accuses Pastor Shin of abuse and running the group as a cult.
Whatever happened after that documentary, if I remember correctly, it was a while ago. People were in uproar, then apparently it died down. Any LA influencer, church I don't trust. Same with Justin Bieber's. Yeah.
After years of urging law enforcement to investigate, she now says she feels vindicated.
Wasn't there a church? It was like the church of something during the pandemic. Or like towards the end of the pandemic that got outed, because it was like one of my first times like dipping into internet drama culture, not drama culture, but like internet culture, I should say. And I remember it was like one of the first things I ever heard about. It was like the church of something, and it was like a money laundering thing. I don't even remember what it was, but I remember kind of like briefly reading into it, and I was like, what the fuck, man?
We know for a fact that they will find things that he's done that are you know, evil. I mean, he's a criminal. I can definitely say that, you know, whatever's coming for him, he deserves it.
Right now, the search warrant is sealed, so we don't have an idea as to what the agents were looking for at this specific property. But former members say whatever it is, they're confident the agents will find it. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
How long, Gina, have federal investigators been working this case?
God, that's so fucking nuts, man. I didn't even believe the title, I'll be honest. I saw this and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what could have happened here? I thought I was getting baited into something, but nope. People are fucking, TikTokers are losing their mind. San Francisco restaurant fires top chef after viral TikTok video. Is this bad? All right. Should we look at this one? Let's look at this one while we're on the topic. All right. While we're on the topic of TikTokers, let's take a look at this one. TikToker Heston James faces 9 years in jail after viral TikTok prank spree. Oh, God, dude. I fucking love TikTok pranks. Why are we still doing this? I know TikTok pranks were popular at the very peak of when TikTok first was a thing. It was like a sub-genre of TikToks. And people were doing terrible things, just like pissing off underpaid workers. And then they were also just, you know, being the regular shithead kind of person, just annoying people that aren't, again, getting paid enough. And now it's like this hasn't ended. It's became like a thing that younger people see and they're like, oh, that guy's cool. And let me tell you, I'm going to say it off rip. I have not even looked. I'm just going to say it off rip. For some reason, the platforms have a pushing problem. They push this stuff. So something like TikTok, Reels, these people get numbers. And that's a big motive behind why they do it. They get paid fat for doing this on social media. I don't know how these social media platforms like TikTok or Instagram haven't like fought against this. Instead, they just like keep letting guys like this get through, and then they're like, oh yeah, it's fine, like nothing's gonna happen. And then people just keep getting, like, people in stores that are minding their own business or like underpaid workers just keep getting endlessly harassed into oblivion because people are like, wow, you can make money doing that. So I think the case here, they're probably starting to lock these people up to be like, hey, this is a crime, but also let's like try to get other people on board to realize that, hey, if you do this, you probably will get locked up. My baby are like Jake Paul and Jack Doherty. Oh my God. If you like Jack Doherty, that's when you know you're in like the true bottom pits of the internet, because Jack Doherty is like the kind of person that I can just walk out in public at the grocery store and stop someone and be like, oh, you know who Jack Doherty is? And they'll laugh in my face. You know, like that's the kind of bad that Jack Doherty is. Whereas like this guy's bad right here, this Hester James, he's really bad, or Heston James, but I can't like ask someone about him and they'll be like, oh yeah, and they'll like laugh at me. They'll be like, oh no, that guy's kind of funny, you know? And it sucks that's the attitude around this kind of shit. I feel like it's such a boomer being like, this youngster, this youngster is causing problems. But let's get into it. A viral TikToker prankster. This makes it sound like an old person. A prankster with over 1.6 million followers facing felony charges after 38-led month spree of disruptive stunts across Arizona. Pranks that may have earned him big bucks. What did I fucking say? I didn't even read it. And I said that. A 21-year-old Heston Cobb, known as Heston James on TikTok, was arrested. What? Heston Cobb? So he changed his name to go by Heston Cobb. Or Heston Cobb is his name, but he changed his name to Heston James. What the hell? Maybe it's Heston James Cobb or something. TikTok was arrested July 23rd. Police linked him to a series of incident where he posted as an employee at local businesses and filmed chaotic scenes. Oh my God. Between March and July, Cobb and his crew entered shops like Pep Boys, Big Brand Tire, Jiffy Lube. Okay, enough of this blibber blabber. Let's go see what he was doing. Let's see.
I'm just going to be bringing in all my guys because you guys have been doing a really slow job. I've been getting multiple complaints. I'm from corporate, I told you. So this one, I'm calling in my guys, and they're gonna be working on all these cars. They're not. Get the call.
Wait, says no comments. Did this get? Oh no, wait. Did his Instagram get deleted? I might be here before. Wait a minute. I think I might be here before it got deleted. Let me try to like open this up in another tab and see if it expires. Okay, no, it didn't. It's just like kind of fucked up on my end. This one's a little better. Okay.
Oh, get to calling them? All right, let's see. Here they are right here. I think this is them right here. Come on, come on, come on, everyone, come on, come on, come on.
Oh my god, dude. Dog. Here I was thinking it was bad enough when he was like fucking around with those workers in there. Now he's got a whole, oh my. This is embarrassing. How do people have time like this even? And he's like filming all the fucking evidence too.
Everyone, get to work. Everyone, get to work.
How old do you think these people are? Jesus fuck.
Yo, everyone, take that tire off. Take that tire off, quick. I got something for you guys. Everyone, check the oil. Check the oil. It's good, it's good.
What do you say if your friend tries to recruit you or something like this? Yeah, dog, you have to be another level of fucking insane. Like, can you imagine getting a text from your friend being like, hey, bro, I gotta do this prank on tire shop today. Here, I got an outfit for you. You gotta dress up and just like, come on, come with me, dog. But, like, you have to be another level of insane to be like, yeah, bro. This is probably everyone in his, like, group text. No fucking way they're actually, like, fucking with a car there, dog. This is literally a crime.
Everyone, get under there. Get under there. Nice. Well done.
13 charges in 9 years for this. Meanwhile, Diddy and Epstein got nothing. This country is cooked. I need it cheaper than 1,000. Oh my. People are like laughing at this. You know what I think it is? For some reason, I'll be honest. I think the reason why some of this content does really well is not only because it's like, you know, the age demographic and because of fucking idiots online. I think another reason with this is that people like to see the reaction of like, what if this happened or whatever, right? It's like stuff that you would not think to just like normally do. Rather stuff that's like, seems like innocuous, where it's like, well, what would this person do if you said this to them? Or like, what if you walked in there with like tools and fucked around with the car? How would the person there working react? And the fact that they're getting like so much time in there is making it so that people watch it all the way through to see if someone reacts.
Oh yeah, nice, good job, everyone. Good.
Like we're addicted to that as humans.
I can't do cheaper than 1,000 for the catalytic. I'm telling you,
it's leaking oil. Nice. I'm just.
Okay, let's see what else. What else was this fucker doing? All right, let's see. What are we gonna? Which one are we gonna? God, look at the views. What did I say? What did I say? What? Oh, it's like I'm. Oh my God, it's like I'm ahead of the fucking thing here. 4.5 million, 10 million, 13 million, 30 million. Dog, look at the kind of views this stuff gets. This guy was getting 43 million. Like, this guy's getting paid for this.
Tyler, come help me, baby! Tyler! Tyler, get your ass over here!
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
What?
Because you're screaming my name and I don't like it.
I wasn't screaming your name. Why would I scream your name?
This is like, this is not even funny, man. Like, come on. There's nothing funny here. Maybe I'm old, but this is
Alan,
just not.
I need some help!
Hey, stop shouting. Out.
What?
Out. Whoever's yelling at me.
No, I wasn't yelling at you.
This is not funny. Why does this have so many views? So is that most of his prank? Just like screaming?
does he eat again? I know he eat Purina, but was it... Devin, get your ass over here! No, that wasn't me.
Dog, this is like the bottom tier of like, they're even calling this like a prank. Hashtag meme, hashtag prank, and this is what's considered a prank, to be screaming in public and just pissing off people. What is this?
Your social sizes have been lacking, so I'm here to make sure you guys are staying in check. Get out my door. So I'm gonna clean house. Go ahead and bring in the guys. Call the police. What is going on? No,
you guys need to leave.
Dog, I've been in a store when people do this before. I've literally watched this kind of thing happen, and I got really uncomfortable and had to leave the store. I saw it happen at like a place that I was picking up mail one day. And I'm like, dog, people have way too much fucking time, man. Like, go get a job. Go clean up. There's like a dude. Have you guys ever seen that person on YouTube that like mows people? Here, mowing strangers' lawn. Have you guys ever seen this guy? Watch, the videos are all going to be taken down now that I'm mentioning it. No, this guy right here. Here he is.
You a lawn care guy?
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen
you know
this?
Anything about these houses?
Like, this guy literally just at random does people's like lawn that looks bad. Like, go do this. Go do what this guy is doing. Like, do anything but what you're doing here. Like, to be honest, you could just actually do this, and look, you can probably get good views doing something nice for somebody. Look, 4.6 million views. But instead, you're going to just, like, piss people off and then, I don't know, maybe get your mugshot and go sit in jail. I think I know which one's the better option here. These people are also fucking 21. Also, but I was not doing this at 21. Like, 21 does not, that's not like a justification. You just do something else. Do something else. Yeah, like Ryan said, people need to find fucking hobbies, man. Like, I get it. I understand it's hard to find hobbies, especially, like, you're growing up, you're, like, kind of lost. Like, you know, we're all lost at some point in our life. Like, fuck, if you're in your mid-30s, if you're in your early 20s, mid-20s, and you're lost. I get it. It's hard out there, dog, you know? Not everyone's able to figure out what they want to do with their life, especially in today's society where people, you know, don't easily get a job and are struggling to pay their bills and shit. I get it, but if you're that bored, don't piss people off in public. Do something. Go apply to a job. I don't care. Go to your gas station. Apply to a job there. Do fucking anything. Go help your neighbor out. Go do a chore. Go help your parent out. Go help your sibling. Do something. I could sit here and shuffle off ideas all day long. I say these videos are definitely not pranks. They're crossing line from something fun and playing into criminal territory. And playful into criminal territory, said Tempe police officer. They're breaking laws. Impersonating businesses. Wait, can we look up? Is this his only mugshot? I feel like going on the police website and looking at this. Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. I feel like looking this up. Like, I want to see that, you know. Are you guys this kind of crazy too? Whenever I know of someone that's an inmate, I have to, like, go look at it. I have to search their name. Let's see here. So what was his name? Heston Cobb. Okay, first name Heston, last name Cobb. Oh, date of birth required, motherfucker. Heston Cobb, inmate. Inmate search. Oh my God, look at this. Look. This is what he got. This is his charges. 1 count of burglary in 3rd degree, 2 counts of criminal impersonation, 5 counts of disorderly conduct, 5 counts of criminal trespass. What a fucking moron. Pep Boys, Highland Auto Repair, Big Brand Tire Service, Jiffy Lube, and Chipotle. What a fucking idiot. Yeah, only 5. Somebody, you should have like 13. For like... This dude did like 1 of every... Jesus Christ. Like public... What do they call that? Public, what's the like the criminal term for it? Public... Not indecency. That's like when you strip. Public, fuck. I forget what it's called, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm surprised there's not like a charge for that. Also... Okay. Should we move on? I think we found out enough about this Heston guy. We don't need to watch more. Oh, Jay, what's up? Didn't expect to see you here. How you doing? Good to see you. Let's see here. And then who else? All right, let's look at this. Next TikToker, because TikTokers can't stop being fucking dumb. That randomly reminded me, but have you heard about the one drink at gas station that's apparently basically heroin? Hey, yo, what? Heroin? I'm just going to search that. Drink gas station? Maybe it'll come up. Oh my god, chat. Okay, maybe I'll show you in a bit. New gas station heroin. What is this? Gas station heroin product trying to rein dangerous facing our nation. What is it? In some countries, as a typical antidepressant is believed. Is this it? Oh my god, dude. The drug label. Okay, here it is. It's believed to act as a glutamine modulation and its full mu weak delta opioid receptor agonist. Okay. I fucking cannot say some of these words. In countries where it's an approved drug, the typical labeled dose to treat depression is 12.5 milligrams. Or with grams daily, higher dose can produce euphoria. In some countries, restricted how, I cannot say that word, is prescribed and dispensed. So it's an antidepressant that people are taking, and it's essentially... feel good or something. I've seen videos about. I could try to find one. Yeah, if you see one, send it in chat. I think it'll let you send links. That's crazy. Let's look at the next TikToker meanwhile. All right, so here's this teen that allegedly ended her parents' lives to get famous. Dog, can I say something about... I've said it already, but like, you can make nice content and do nice things for people to get famous on TikTok. Apparently it's called Feel Free. You can do nice things and get famous on TikTok. Like, I don't know, run chores for people, or maybe like do donations for certain groups of people, or you can maybe, I don't know, like clean up. You can do like nice things such as like clean people's houses. You can do good shit, good deeds, and get famous on TikTok. You don't have to do something bad. It seems like it because that's the overwhelming majority of what we're shown. But rage bait is so much more lucrative. Yep. Okay, I'm going to see what this video is that...
There's drinks and gas stations being sold right now that are giving people insane addictions and sending them to rehab. Let's talk about the feel-free drinks. They're coming across as a natural alternative to alcohol, or just as a simple energy drink. Kratom is a plant that is based in Southeast Asia that is for getting over anxiety or just certain things like that. The issue with it is that it gives you a high.
Oh god, oh god. Hang on. Fuck. Okay, there we go, we're good.
In multiple countries. Bestie Misha came out with a story talking about how he went to the gas station and a kid asked him, hey, can you go get me a feel-free drink? And he was like, well, do you want food or something? He was like, no, I want a feel-free drink. And then Misha was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. The kid literally tried to steal his wallet, backed up and immediately ran into the store. The guy went up to the register lady and was like, what is this? Like, what is he talking about? And she goes into details talking about how people come in multiple times a day because they're addicted to these drinks. People are literally being sent to rehab. And obviously you have to be 21 up to buy them. Still, that's not gonna stop some older people from getting addicted. I main issue with it is that they're marketing it as a natural alternative. People that are just trying to get healthier energy boosts, they're not understanding what they're getting into. Mind you, these bottles are $10 each. There's a girl that was going 9 times a day, $90 in one day. There was another girl that said she was tested positive for meth, and she's never done meth in her entire life. Just as hard to get off of as opioids are. Please keep that in mind before you ever use a feel-free drink. There's a class action lawsuit right now that I think is $8.7 million. FDA advises you not to drink them, but clearly okay with people.
Wait, so what is the drink actually called at gas stations? Did she say it, or did I miss it? Feel free drink. Is it actually literally called Feel Free? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Dog, what the I can't blame these people because it's not right to, but like for my own personal self, I am not gonna lie. If I saw this at a gas station, I would not fucking drink this. I'll be really honest with you. Something sounds really wrong about that. I can understand why someone else might see this and think this seems like a good thing to be drinking. Because, like, it's like, yeah, feel free. And they have, like, other shit like this, you know? So it seems like it would be a good thing on the surface. And it's like, well, the gas station's selling it. And it's plant-based. Which, if you know anything about plant-based, there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that are into plant-based stuff. So it seems valid at the surface, right? But I always check the servings and all this shit, too. 18 plus. Shake well. Kaya root? Hassan's dog? What? Kaya root. What's Kaya root? Oh, this is kava root. Kola nut. Lion's mane mushroom. Caffeine, 100 milligrams. God damn. Dude, that's crazy. That's some crazy shit. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about this right here. Okay. TikTok teen allegedly ended her parents' live to get famous. Okay, like I said, what the fuck are we doing here? You can do nice things to get famous. You don't have to kill your parents. / you should not do that ever. That's fucking insane.
Her parents. She gained a lot of sympathy for her posts, and months later, in a twisted turn of events, it seems like she was actually behind the unthinkable.
He doesn't know it, but a year from now, our family will be torn apart.
This post on social media may seem innocent and even draw some sympathy, but police say the dark reality is the video was created days after Georgia teen Sarah Grace Patrick is accused of shooting her mother and stepfather as they slept.
We've discussed some pretty horrific things when it comes to TikTok, and I feel like it's safe to say this might take the cake. So today we're talking about Sarah Grace Patrick, a 17-year-old girl who's been charged with allegedly taking the life.
Hey, yo! What the fuck? Look at her here. And look at her there. What the hell?
Talking about Sarah Grace Patrick, a 17-year-old girl who's been charged with allegedly taking the life of her mother and her stepfather after spending months posting videos of her mourning online, and then even going as far as contacting true crime influencers to investigate the deaths.
On the morning of February 20th, 2025, deputies with the Carroll County Sheriff's Office responded to a tragic scene. They discovered the bodies of James Brock.
Oh, I have a good TikTok that kind of explains this. Here. I have a good TikTok. This is what one of my normie friends was showing me recently. Okay, here, I'll show you this. I'll show you. This is what normies love. Ray William Johnson. Okay, I'll show you it. Let's see. Here we go.
So this TikToker allegedly unalived her own parents and then was trying to get true crime influencers to cover the story. This one's wild. Now, the girl's name is Sarah, and Sarah is 16 when this story starts, living in Georgia. And Sarah likes TikTok. I mean, she appears to like making TikToks, like starring herself. And that's fine, we all do. But in Sarah's case, her TikToks are about to become relevant to the crime she's accused of committing. So let's talk about what she's being accused of. Now, at some point, Sarah has allegedly decided, for some unknown reason, that she's gonna unalive her own parents. And one night in 2025, she does just that. She waits up late until her mother and her stepdad are asleep. Then she somehow gets a firearm, and she sneaks into her parents' bedroom, and then blam, she unalives one of them. And quickly, blam, she unalives the other one. Now, her stepdad, he has some kind of heart condition, so he wears an LVAD machine, which is like a heart machine. Now, this heart machine starts going off and making a lot of noise because it has detected that his heart is no longer beating. Now, at this point, Sarah would have had to have somehow...
God, we're talking about some serious topics. Sorry, chat. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh, my chat just now loaded. What the fuck? I'm just now seeing Rowan's chat. Sorry, Rowan. How you doing? Buyer Logic. Sorry, guys. Oh my God, I missed your chat. My chat was like frozen. I didn't even realize it. And it just unfroze. People get addicted to Afrin nose spray. Yeah, how you doing, Rowan? How you doing? I'm immediately getting the vibes. Those classic gas station boner pills. Huh? Gas station boner pills. What's that? That's insane. That sounds effed up, dog. The editing makes us look like toddlers on it. Lock up. Yeah, that's another thing too. I've known people that just have guns in their house like that. And I'm like, if you're gonna have it, like, have a lock. Like, keep them locked up. And don't make that code like something, or don't make it like gun. If you have them, first off, like, I hope you're just shooting like targets or something, like an actual fucking target, and that's it. I'm not pro gun. I never want to have a fucking gun in my house. I don't ever want anybody that I know to have guns around. I think they're fucking dumb. But I also watch it at the same time. Like, I'll watch videos on YouTube. Like, this morning I watched a video of this guy who was a photographer, and he made this whole video about how he saved his own life this morning because he had a firearm license on him, and he had a gun with him, and the gun saved his life literally fucking today. And he filmed a whole video about how he almost got shot for having a camera like draped over him, and he was able to save his own life. So then when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, okay, well, I guess good for those people to save their life, you know? Because without it, he would have been fucked. But then I'm also at the same time I'm like, ew, guns. In my own mind, I think people shouldn't have them. Nobody should be able to have access to them. They should not be a thing at all. Period. And I've always said that. In Georgia. Oh, in Georgia. I thought you said in gas stations. When I was a kid, I used to live with my grandparents' home country. We had this couch. In sort of a sitting area and living room, sorts near the bedrooms. Oh my God. God, we are talking about some serious goddamn topics on stream tonight. We're gonna get to the LolOverruled thing in a bit. Blender, oh my God, so much is happening. Right now, I'll tell you where we're at right now. We're talking about this TikToker, Sarah Grace Patrick, who allegedly shot and unalived her parents while they were sleeping, and kind of going over a Ray William Johnson video right now, talking about it. And then we're also talking about, simultaneously, about, some fun, lighthearted stream. And we're talking about gas station meth. We've entered like another phase of like my stream, which is like the dark territory. Also, thank you to everyone who showed up tonight. It feels good that it's making me feel good that everyone's here tonight. Seriously, it's making me feel happy. I was like really bummed out about not being able to stream for a while, and I was getting all bummed that people would stop watching and all this stuff. And then, yeah, also, Also, another thing that made me really happy. I know this is lame. I know it's sorry. Bear with me. I know this is lame to be happy about it. But I think he's a good creator, so it made me happy to see. But Nick came back. He's back on the platform. He made a video talking about he's haunted by his digital footprint. Chris is here. I was just talking about how I'm happy everyone's here, and Chris showed up. Look at that. Blender, Chris, the whole squad's here. Chris, we're running deep tonight. We're talking about this girl who the whole gang's here. What was Nick's drama was with but he owned up to it, and then he's owned up to it in the best way possible, and like realized his mistakes and things like that. But Nick got involved with Super Mega in the worst way possible. And yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But we gotta get back to this TikTok. I'll be lurking, but you ain't leaving. All right, we're gonna keep playing.
Slip back into bed. Then, a bit later, Sarah's little sister wakes up. We'll call her 5 because she's 5. So 5 wakes up and she goes into their parents' bedroom, and unfortunately, she finds their parents there unalived. And so she immediately goes and wakes Sarah up. And Sarah pretends not to know what happened, and she calls 911 to report the murder. Now, all of that is alleged, and if it is true, then that is really messed up. I mean, she let her 5-year-old sister discover the parents? And so anyway, police start investigating, trying to figure out who would do such a thing. And about a week later, Sarah
Mind you, this girl was like TikToking about this shit, dog. Like, this is so heart-wrenching. Yeah, exactly what Ryan said. Like, you feel bad for her, you feel bad for the little sister.
On her TikTok account. And in her post, she's grieving about losing her parents. Posts with captions like, "At nighttime, when there's nothing to do and the house is empty, I'd always think about how much I needed them. And don't ever take your family for granted." Meanwhile, she goes and gives a eulogy at her parents' funeral.
Dog, she was trying to run cover up. She was trying to make it seem like she didn't do it so that her evidence would be, no, look at this. I'm sad. I'm sad about this. I didn't fucking do it.
If you do not know me, my name is Sarah, and I'm Kristen Brock's daughter. For James, thank you for all the life lessons you taught me and for being the best bonus dad ever.
Now, if she really did unalive her own parents like they're accusing her of, and she gave a eulogy at their funeral, that is all kinds of insane. Anyway, so of course, as time goes on, she keeps posting pictures of herself on TikTok with grieving captions like, "You're just thinking it's a small thing that happened. I just want my mama. I can't do this without my mom. I still can't comprehend the fact that I'm never gonna get to go home." Her t-shirt, where I guess she's holding her mom's shirt.
I'm not a chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a sensitive motherfucker. This stuff is like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like 2 minutes into this. I can already feel this like getting to me. Is this getting to anyone else too? I feel like if I watch another like 10 seconds, I'm gonna start crying. This is like, I'm like feeling worse and worse and worse for her little sister simultaneously while like grieving her own parents' death. God fucking damn it, this is so sad. How crazy can... Oh my god, dude. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on from this. This is like... I think we all know what happened here. Did another girl also do something similar a while back? I don't know. I haven't been too... I've been working. I've been busy lately. Today I kind of dove back into the internet world and saw what's up. Reminds me of the girl that convinced her long-distance boyfriend to end his life, then put a benefit in his name and has broken the brain. Yeah, I do think there's something to be said there. A few people have texted me. I was on the phone with a couple friends these last few days just talking about life and internet and shit. And one of my friends, we had a long conversation about this. I do think the internet, like, bricks people's brains in a way where, like, I've had it brick my own brain before where like I'm on it and I start to think one thing and then I go out in real life and then I'm like, okay, well it's not actually like that, you know? But it like bricks people's brains much deeper than that, where they see something and they're like, that's got to be the thing to do, or like, maybe if I do this, this will happen, or whatever. Like, it piques this point of curiosity that it shouldn't in a lot of people's mind. And it seems to me that for this girl, it's like bricked her brain enough that she's like, what would happen if I killed my parents? Let's see. Now, again, this is all allegations as for now, but this is the story that's being told right now. That's why everyone keeps saying story if true. The thing about the circle of woke commentary, guys, the Curtis, Nick, Ryan, Ethan social circle, high ethical, so they attract drama that's normally minor criticism. Yeah. Although, wait, Ryan who? Oh, Ryan Beard. Nick controversy for small. It's been another Tuesday versus Nico. Yeah. I don't know if you're on my age, but it's funny because I don't even think of like, I know you probably didn't really mean it necessarily, but I don't even think of like Curtis or like Drew or Danny, any of those guys having anything to do with like drama or any of that. But I think you were meaning him in like the commentary circle. There's really nothing, they don't really talk about drama too often anymore. I don't know if you're on my age, but I grew up with Loveless, so Henny and stuff, so it doesn't affect me like it should. I'm about to be 30 August 2nd. You go with Live Leak. You know what? I did grow up with Live Leak. I saw a lot of like crazy shit, but I think it's because I'm like a sensitive person that this stuff gets to me. I mean, it's like this girl's like sitting here like, it's weird.
Committing the murder herself. But here's where it gets kind of weird. Sarah also reaches out to the TikTok creator who runs a true crime account, allegedly reportedly. And the account has around 140,000 followers. So, you know, she's doing pretty well. So Sarah...
August 2nd, her classmate, she's turning 60. Oh my gosh.
...hits her up and asks her to look up the case about her parents and maybe talk about it on her channel. Because she claims she wants to raise awareness and find the murderer.
Oh!
So she sends her a message.
Yes, my friend showed me this person's TikTok.
And says, Kristen and James Brock, they're my parents. And out of nowhere, a random Thursday night in February, someone came to my house with me and my 5-year-old sister and left my parents for me and my 5-year-old sister to wake up to. Then, I guess, allegedly reportedly doesn't respond fast enough. Like, maybe she didn't...
Dude, it all seems like this girl was just playing cover-up, doesn't it?
So no one has any clue who did this or where this case is headed. Until police suddenly do something that shocks everyone. They know...
You're saying the ops did decimate the ops are lurking to decimate the careers or the smallest offenses. Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Sarah's biological dad that they have a warrant for her arrest. So then Sarah goes and she turns herself in. Here's her mugshot.
The teen daughter is now in custody, charged with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault. She is here at the county jail being held without bond.
Now, we don't know what evidence police have, but they claim that they have a mountain of it against Sarah.
From the very moment the 911 call was received, a relentless investigation began. One that would span months, consume thousands of man-hours, and require the full weight of the local and federal law enforcement agency partnerships.
Meanwhile, the woman who runs the allegedly reportedly account, the true crime account that Sarah hit up, she makes a video and she seems all upset at Sarah for trying to drag her into all this.
Why would you ask me to cover a case where you are going to get arrested for taking your parents' lives? Y'all, this is Sarah Grace,
God,
and she messaged me back on June 3rd and just said, search up Brock case. So I said, Brock Turner? Brock who? She said Kristen and James Brock. They're my parents, and out of nowhere, a random Thursday night in February, someone came in my house with me and my 5-year-old sister and left them for me and my little sister to wake up to. And I said, not knowing she was going to wind up arrested for this, I am so sorry. I cannot imagine. I will absolutely research and cover their case. Please take care of you always. On Tuesday afternoon, Carroll County Sheriff's Office announced.
I had classmates young as 17, old as 71. 60 years apart. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. She really tried to like loop everybody else into this and then just turned herself in. This is fucking nuts, dog. What am I doing on? Sometimes I see videos like this and situations like this, and even like the TikTokers we've covered, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing on TikTok, man? Like, what the fuck? What am I doing? You know what I mean? Let's do something. This is a crazy situation, but it's not like, doesn't involve death or fucking idiots. You know, it involves idiots. It involves Visojo, which are idiots. But we'll get into this. Chat. All right, lock in, everybody. Do you guys know who Iron Mouse is? Can I get a 1 for yes, 2 for no? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Let's see who knows who Iron Mouse is in chat. Yes. Okay, we got 1 yes. I hope it. Man, there might be an ad running. God damn it. I might have said that when I haven't heard of her until this situation. Okay. So 1.5 or half. Okay. All right. Here. Let's talk about because I did want to talk about this because I find this to be a particularly interesting situation. I saw something that was like 3 hours ago, fundraiser money or something. Yeah. So here we'll talk about it. So for those of you that don't know who Iron Mouse is what's called a VTuber. Now, this is a thing that I'm kind of new to myself. It's not a new concept, but Iron Mouse is like, if not the only, maybe one of the most popular VTubers out there. It's a virtual YouTuber, really, is what that's short for. And this, basically, Iron Mouse has like a bunch of like, I believe it's like immune deficiencies and a bunch of litany of different health issues. And also doesn't really want to show their face. So we'll make videos. Okay, so there's other people that have left Visojo as well. This other VTuber. So it's became like a thing. Anyway, Iron Mouse started as like just doing Twitch streams and thinking that like nobody would watch. But after a while, it became like a big thing. A lot of people started watching, and I think it's a great thing overall. But we'll get into this. I'm sure Iron Mouse is going to talk a little bit about it. You'll hear more. Let's get into it and find out why Iron Mouse left Visojo.
Shoujo. Unfortunately, I recently...
What? Dude, oh my god, my internet is effing.
I am leaving Visojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by Visojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from Visojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately...
Okay, can we pause? In good faith, I can't let that just go by and not think anything of it, but hey man, $500,000. So far, what I've gathered is they've taken $500,000 in her donation money and just ran and didn't pay her, but let's see.
Right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day I will be able to tell you the full story. But for now, I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of Vishojo. If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you were ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life.
Oh, that's
so then I found
sad.
streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online, because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expect.
Okay. Listen. I think if you're someone, especially being on the internet, there, as much as like you see people and their faces on the internet, and if you have the capability to of like being a virtual YouTuber in her case with this kind of a issue, I think it's a really good thing to do, especially if you're looking to make some money, because if you're trapped at home really as a result of it, you might as well give it a go. If you're able to or in a position to do so, because when there's nothing left, at least there's the internet. And I think it's like one of the coolest things that you could do, especially if you're like someone who even has not even just this particular issue, but like maybe you have like certain social anxieties that don't let you leave the house. Maybe you have, you know, some crippling thing or another that is keeping you from like mobility, and you need to make money somehow. Or I think it's great that we have the internet, and I think it's great that you can be like a VTuber like this, especially if you're someone that maybe doesn't want to show your face. Maybe that's like another reason why you stay inside, or vice versa. I think like it's a powerful tool that we have in front of us. Chris said, I heard VTuber Nux is a scumbag. Oh God. Fellow VTubers, Cyrus Skeptic. I don't even know who those people are.
To grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine recommended that I try an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream. And that's how I started VTubing. It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community. And
one thing I will say off bat is like, I can definitely understand how some people would look at this like in the form of a thumbnail, like see this and just think it's like some like anime type thing and move on. Like I could see how if you're looking at your thumbnails and they look something like mine, then all of a sudden you see this and you probably just think it's anime and like move on. I could see how that would happen with people, but I think it's cool that, they've been able to like make this VTuber avatar and be able to like make a face for themselves online, And you don't even have to make a face for yourself. That's another thing. It's cool that you're able to like make a like virtual face online for yourself.
Even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join Vishojo. And it was through Vishojo that I was able to grow into the Iron Mouse that I am today. When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join Vishojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me.
Yeah, see, I think when sometimes, and here's the other thing too, like, I think you should always go for something. Like, if you have this idea in your mind and you don't think it could be true, you should at least try doing something, because you never know what will be the outcome of it. Like, and I don't think you should ever walk in expecting a gazillion views. Like, in this case, I don't think Iron Mouse walked in thinking she was gonna get like gazillion views on her stuff. I think she just thought she was doing it because it was like what she had left on the table to do, because, you know, she didn't see herself in the workforce. An evolution of Rat Sonus, which is from Camp PNG VTAR. I don't even know what that is. See, I'm not too privy to the VTuber. I've only known about Iron Mouse. I'm gonna have to look these VTubers up afterwards.
And due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever...
The isolation and lack of friends, the online friends pipeline is really into the reason I became an amateur photographer for years. Try to make friends in a niche Instagram community. Yeah, see, that's fair. I think we all, at the end of the day, like... I think a part of our, like, purpose in life is to, like, feel a sense of, like, being. And a part of that sense of being is, like, being around other people. And whether or not, like, you see yourself around people you want to be, whether it's online or whether it's, like, I think we crave community in a sense. We crave, like, being around others and feeling a sense of purpose as a result of being around others. And Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Yeah. And as a result of that, you'll kind of, like, join things or, like, try something in order to, like, meet new people. Like, for me, that thing was like skateboarding, right? That's how I met all these people. Then I was like, there's someone filming. I should try filming. And then I met another group of people. Like, within each little thing you do, there's, like, a new group of people. Like, the thing that I'm thinking about lately that I'm, like, scared to dive into, but I'm like, should I do it? I'd meet new friends doing it, is I've been seeing pickleball pick up. There's a lot of people playing pickleball. And I'm like, should I get a pickleball racket? There's, like, a lot of people in my neighborhood that play it. And I'm like, maybe I should just go, like, hang out with neighborhood people and play pickleball. But I'm like, deep down, I know that I would do that just to, like, meet other people, you know? So yeah, it's a good point. A really good point, Rowan.
Ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people, because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried about expectations.
That's sad.
And 1,000,001 other things. But I ultimately decided to join Vishojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain.
Chat, if there's one thing I've learned, I'm going to be 30. If there's one thing I've learned at this point in my life is, like, as someone that does like to trust people and take what people say at face value and think that's it and blah, 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 and, like, soak that all in. I think it's okay to trust people is what I've learned. I think you can trust people, and, like, when you trust people, I think you should walk in knowing that, like, hey, maybe the person could break my trust. Doesn't mean they will, but you shouldn't always walk into things, like, always thinking you're going to trust this person through and through every little bit along the way or whatever. Like, people are inevitably going to break that trust in one way or another, whether it's, like, I'm not saying it has to be a bad thing. I think when we think break trust, we think, like, a really terrible thing. But they can break your trust in, like, small ways, right? Where it's like maybe the person says, hey, we'll hang out on Thursdays at 3 o'clock. And then comes the following Thursday and then they just, like, don't answer you or something. Like small things like that, right? And you kind of have to walk in expecting shit like that to happen. And I'm not saying that's like, I'm not saying that as in to like blame her, because this is not her fault here. I'm just saying that as general advice for people that are watching while this topic of like trust is on the table, because that's just kind of how I treat it nowadays, where I'm like, look, if some shit happens after someone says something, just move on. It's gonna suck, but fucking move on. I don't know if that's that's just my own personal anecdote and way I treat it. But in this case, like, it's a brand, so this is quite a different situation here, where it's like she understandably so put her trust into Visojo because it's a brand that reached out to sponsor her, so it makes a lot of sense that a company that's backing you would, have your back along the fucking way. Of course, you're not going to walk into this being like, maybe they'll take my money. Like, huh? You're not going to think that? No way.
Why I am leaving. But
Rat
for
Son-
right now, here's what I
just
am
happened?
allowed to share with you.
Did that just happen for you guys too? What the hell? Rat Sona character persona used rant about a topic. Oh, interesting. PNG VTAR, PNG, a channel that uses static image to represent the YouTuber. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, Rant Sona. I was reading that Rat Sona. Rant Sona. Oh. Me and I give a guy sick in the street, then he asks for money. Yeah.
I would always be told how important I was for the company. And I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me.
Something I've been thinking about is how people expect to make up for breaking trust. Yeah, I think that's also like, you can't really like lay expectations on other people. I think if you set expectations on other people, you're setting yourself up for failure unless this other person has explicitly told you they're going to meet that expectation, right? Where maybe that person apologizes and says, hey, next time I'll make it up to you by blah, 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 blah. And then, quote unquote, breaks the trust the second time, then you're kind of like, all right, fuck you later on,
The point where I felt guilt-tripped.
Victim usually expects amends, rebuild trust and forgiveness, expects regain trust and having make amends, yeah.
I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me, and
guys, this is so sad. This is so sad. I don't know. I feel bad. That's like, it's such a sad state of affairs too, because here's the thing. I think she felt like, and I've been there too, like I've been in these situations where it's like you feel like the nice person and you don't want to like do something to upset other people, so you feel that if you leave, you're going to upset others, and that's like, for a while there, that's how I used to operate too, where I'm like, you don't want to do anything to upset others, but hey, you know what? Sometimes, as nice as all of you are in my chat, all of you are very nice people, and I know this. As nice as all of you are, sometimes you have to do something that might upset people. And guess what? That's okay. That's okay. If there's anything to learn, that's okay. Because I've said stuff in recent times to people where it's like they didn't expect me to say it, but I'll say it anyway, because it's like, if I don't say it and I just sit here and pretend to be like the 24/7 nice person, people eventually are going to like start to like use that against you, and they're going to just keep doing it. They're like, oh, here's the friend that lets me walk on them. So I'm just going to keep walking all over this person. And it's like, if you say something that, was maybe unfavorable to you, they might think about that next time they go to do that thing. They're going to be like, oh, okay, well, this person clearly doesn't like, what I have to say. So I'm probably not going to do that again. And they're going to learn the lesson real quickly, which is, I think, a normal way to operate. I think that's how most people react. But in this case right here, I feel so bad for her because, like, I get it. I understand that position, right? I'm not invalidating it by any means. I'm saying this is just what I've learned from these types of situations. I think it's a very valid spot that she's in. I think, you know, we've all been there at one point or another. I can bet money all of you in frickin' chat have been there. I guarantee all of you have. You guys are nice people. I know you have.
I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that Vishojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information, so that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The
Wow.
majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following 2 subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Wow.
Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required Vishojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked
By your logic, come on. Come on. Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to do that? Come on. Come on, Chatter. Why'd you have to do that? Oh, the idea of fun. Oh, you caught me in the right moment.
make the donation on my behalf. But unfortunately, still a year later, Vishojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency Foundation means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection, and this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really...
I don't know what company thought they would come from not donating. Did they think they would get away with it? Well, there's an update. The reason I'm going through this is because there's a couple updates to this. We'll get to that in a second.
I had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good. and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this, unfortunately, I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from Bishoujo. I really wish that I could tell you more. But right
Oh
now,
man, this is
I have been
stressful.
advised to wait.
This is really stressful. The parent company being out of Japan makes so much sense. Second, South Korea, not trying to be racist, yes, but it seems to be sadly rampant in those parts. I've actually heard of a couple cases. I haven't heard anything about Japan. Maybe if you have other information about the ones in Japan, but I've heard a couple cases about similar things coming from South Korea. Just in general, like reading the news. But I think it happens everywhere, to be honest. Like you hear about it happening from like India. You'll hear about it in the news. What's another one? There's another one you always hear about it from in the news. Oh, you hear about it coming from like Russia in the news. Like I think they just freaking happen everywhere. Sadly. But hang on, wrong page. I'm back on the there is a bit of an update. Did I ever blast off? Did I forget to blast off? Uh-oh. Did I blast off or did I forget? I might have forgotten to blast off. Let's see. Hold on. I think I forgot. Oh no, I did. I did forget to blast off. God damn it. All right, chat, give me 1 second to blast my freaking link out, all right? Give me a moment. I'm just going to put it on Twitter real quick. Hold on. All right, so there's an update. There is an update to this situation. Which, all right, boom. All right. Here it goes. Here's the update. Blast off. Yeah, on Twitter. I just need to post a link to my stream. Kuroshi, roughly. I know you're part of Team Rocket. Blast off. Roughly I do love Pokemon Go. Roughly translated to overworked death. Yeah. Okay, check this out. Here's the update. So, Vsojo... Okay. In wake of Iron Mouse calling out Vsojo for failing to donate $500K charity, several other VTubers under the agency called him out for missing months' worth of payments to them. This resulted in mass exodus, with all Vsojo's talent cutting ties with the organization within 24 hours of the news coming out. The collapse of this organization was rapid. Now, former CEO Justin Ignacio confirmed they ran out of money to pay their talent months ago and failed to rally enough funds to help right the ship. As a result, he's opted to shutter the company entirely. Vsojo shuts down after talent went unpaid for months. Vsojo has failed, and I've mismanaged a company. Oh, this is what the person said. This is their statement. Vsojo has failed, and I've mismanaged a company into the situation you're all witnessing, just admitting to it. Ignacio's statement opens. He's taking full responsibility for the mismanagement of the talent and explains the steps that got them here. Over the past few years, we raised around $11 million to pursue a bold talent-first approach in tubing, prioritizing creators and community. In tubing? That makes it sound like he's talking about tubing. Not YouTubing, but whatever. Maybe he meant VTubing. Prioritizing creators and community over short-term profits. Creators and community over short-term profit? Sure, dude. To achieve long-term sustainability, he explained. Sure. Our funding went directly to creators through generous splits, investments, infrastructure, concerts, and events. Staffing all went to support them. We also wanted talent to their own IP, which was a unique creative approach for the agency. However, despite our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain the model. Eventually, we ran out of money. What the fuck? He also admitted that the money was generated by the talent, meaning the company was siphoning directly money that would have gone towards the talent. So they basically were trying to get the money to the talent, but had no money for themselves. They kind of failed their own operation here. Oh no. Chat, I think my mouse died. My mouse died. All right, we're using the key. We're using this mouse. At the time, we were working hard to raise additional capital for the cause. I firmly believe, based on the information available to us, be available to do so in expenses. We were unsuccessful in raising our fundraising efforts. Jeez Louise. There's definitely a lawsuit incoming. 100 P. And although they charged the company in final statement, there's no plan of action to repay the talent back or send the prize 500K to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thanks to Iron Mouse rallying her fans, she's already raised over $1 million for the IDF. They probably shouldn't. They should probably, in times like this, I know this is in context. Maybe I'm thinking it because of buyer logic making the joke earlier. But like, she's already raised over $1 million for the IDF. Like, I know it's in context here. Rename the disease. In wake of the news and plan support creators who've been left out to dry due to issues with Visojo. You broke my heart, spirit, my trust, she said in reply to Visojo's announcement. Okay. Wow. What a fucking update to this situation, man. What a fucking update. What some crazy times we're in. Should we move on to... Alright, chat. Move on to the Lolo situation. Can you guys let me put my mouse on the charger real fast? I need to turn my fan on. Stay here, chat. Stay here. Maybe, should I give you guys something to look at? Okay. All right, here. Here is Hassan. Here we go. Here's Hassan. This is a good start for the next section.
Lolo, then there's drama.
So Hassan is talking about the Lolo allegations. LolOverruled has broken trust and done some disgusting things. You don't know who LolOverruled is? We'll get to that in a second. For now, I'm going to go put my mouse on the charger. You guys can watch this video on what Hassan has to say about LolOverruled. Chair reacts, baby. Chair react with the chair reactor himself. Let's do it. Be right back in like 30 seconds.
If it's related to Alex Lolo, then that's not drama. That's like straightforward creep shit. Okay, if that's what you guys are referencing as drama, you're a psycho. That's not drama at all. I mean, this dude apparently was all up and down being a fucking pest, and it's completely unacceptable. Yeah, and you guys are being fucking ridiculous if you think that this is just drama. That's not just drama, dude. That's like, that is, yeah. It's incredibly disappointing. It's not something that I was obviously privy to. I was completely oblivious to whatever the fuck was going on, and it's a betrayal of my trust. Drama. If it's related to...
Okay, so you probably got the crux there. So, LolOverruled, if you didn't know who he is basically like he's a public defender, but I knew of him from being on Hassan streams. He would do like ban appeals with Hassan. If you go ban appeals, he would do ban appeals like this right here, and it was just, I don't know, it's like a little bit on
the
stream.
bailiffs are making fun of your client.
When the
I feel like this is a mistrial.
That's common.
This has the working.
And he has like a pretty big following on the internet. If you search Lol overruled. Like, a lot of people really like him. Like, he has a giant ass following right here. 896.6k followers on here. Yeah, he's got a shitload of people watching him. He's got like a pretty big Instagram following as well. But he's done some really gross stuff now. And in the midst of what basically what he's done, let's take a look at this first. So LolOverruled has posted and deleted an apology for his behavior online with women. He apologizes for sliding into DMs and denies sending threats or unsolicited photos, which he defo did. That at least I saw some stuff. I at least saw, like, we'll get to some tweets, but he sent some like pretty gross messages that I literally have like screenshots for. We'll show you in a sec, but I would like to show my accountability. Really cannot express to you how sorry I am. Let's see. Well, I hate to be this guy, but he always rubbed me the wrong way on Hassan's stream. Just seemed eager to ride Hassan's coattails. I could see that, and I don't think you need to feel bad about being this guy or whatever you're saying. Like, I think it's valid to feel that way, right? Like, when you watch a streamer or watch someone, you're gonna feel some kind of way about some creator. Also, all right. Let's read this, chat. Let's see what he said here. This is not my... Okay, hopefully I can make it bigger for chat. I think this is as big as I can get it. This is not my full apology, and it isn't meant to be. I still need some time to figure out how to do that and what that looks like. There's a lot being said about my behavior, and I'm absolutely embarrassed and ashamed of many instances have been a real asshole. I don't deny that at all. I know many people are disappointed, and I'm disappointed myself. I have hurt people emotionally, and I regret it immensely. Now, he got outed because people were starting to, like, post DMs. Like, there was a girl that came out and, like, posted about him, and then more people started opening up about it. But he said, I do want to clarify some things. Yes, I've slid into a lot of people's DMs. I think I didn't really think of it as a huge deal. Ew, dog. The people's DMs you were sliding into were younger than you. You didn't think it was, like, a huge deal that you were taking advantage of, like, younger women? Ew, how did you not think that was a huge deal? But it's clear I did not fully grasp how some people could feel that or even think I was some kind of famous person. Dude, you have a ton of followers. Of course people think you're a famous person. What do you mean? We're on the internet. Whenever someone has a bunch of followers, if I had 300 or 400K, even people would think I'm a famous person. Whether or not you feel it about yourself doesn't matter. It's just what people perceive you to be. I always felt like a random internet side character. Is that his justification? Because that's weird. No, I did not send photos unsolicited. I haven't seen photos. That part, it may have been the case in some instances that I genuinely misread the conversation, but no, I didn't just randomly send something. No, I've not threatened anyone. I saw something to that effect being said. I do believe that's what being said is genuinely libel and defamation. I'm now, however, interested in arguing with people or suing or anything like that. It's also entirely possible there are miscommunications and conversations being misread. But I take full responsibility for making people uncomfortable. Again, this is not meant to be an exhaustive apology. It really isn't. I'm sorry that people I made uncomfortable or hurt emotionally. I know this doesn't matter to some of you now, but I'm glad this stuff is being talked about in a way. It's forcing me to look at myself hard in the mirror and do something about it. I'm going to be pretty offline for a bit doing intensive outpatient program. I don't know what will happen next, but I may never come back to the internet in some capacity again. I don't know. I want to do better. I genuinely want to make amends to people who have negatively impacted. And I know some people in the community, will give me the opportunity to do that. I do not expect it all, but I'm always available to listen and talk if anyone wants that. I don't think anyone wants to talk to him right now. The lawyer speaks volumes. Yeah. I don't want to be a piece of shit guy I've been. I think the way I've acted has not been like my character, does not reflect the kind of man I want to be. I'm sorry for seeking help to better myself. I'm sorry it took so long. Accountability is a weird thing. You can really take accountability for yourself. If you want to pretend something isn't a problem, you can try and weather any storm that comes and pretend it isn't real. I don't want to be that way. In the very least, I would like to show accountability. Really cannot express how sorry I am to y'all. It's got 238K eyeballs. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, also, chat, guess who's getting themselves involved in this one? As the person said, Ethan Klein, why are you acting like you care about this at all? You openly work and accepted a sponsorship with Dan Saltman. He got fucking caught. A man whose business partner and best friend Destiny was out as a sex pest, who Saltman defends. Look, Ethan fucking Klein, boys, girls, and MBs, Ethan Klein is out here going, Hassan's best friend, out as a freak. Lolo, more like, uh-oh. And then he goes, sorry. And then, why is he bringing... Why the fuck? How did Ethan find a way to bring Judaism into this? How? How did he find a way to bring Judaism into this? Please. Sorry, Hassan. You will need a new token Jewish sidekick to validate your hate. What does that have anything to do with anything? Oh, Ethan is so... Oh, he is like stooped to a new low. Using his shit to attack Hassan is more of an indictment of your character than Hassan. Ethan Klein is nothing more than a fake-ass feminist. The victimization complex. Sounds like anything he took advantage of being the internet sidekick. You can also live coded enough to understand going to therapy is the next step in the apology. Yeah. Yeah, he like took advantage of being that in a way that he thought he could just sneak in and do this. Like, dog, you're in the community here. Like, what word's gonna get around? Like, even if you think word could get around, don't do it. Okay, now, no, there's more. I bookmarked a ton of stuff. I don't know why all my bookmarks. Also, we'll talk about this. The social democracy fan had to apologize. This person came in and defended LolOverruled when it happened. But hold on. I don't know why my Twitter is being dog. God, my Twitter is such dog water. Okay, wait. Oh, is it on the other account? Yeah, it's on the other account. Okay, there's more. There's way more. Okay. This person, Onionbird, said, on LolOverruled. Here we go. People began to discuss things about LolOverruled. My former co-host in WK is alleged to have done. We believe them. Prior to all this, a few women unrelated to the discussion were seen online who were nonetheless impacted by his actions. Reach out about their experiences. After those conversations, we immediately parted ways with him. We didn't initially say anything when this started in order to preserve the anonymity to those who came to us, as they have planned to tell their stories in their own terms. But in light of everything, we're sharing this with permission. We stand with everybody who's told their story and came forward to us. They reach out to us is brave and an important part of keeping our spaces safe for everyone. Was there a second? In discussing this, we hope you keep those impact front and center. We also asked to not later Fendi for any specific creator, political leaning, impact, willingness to listen to those who have spoken up. Okay, so other people are speaking up, but now you can have good days and be a piece of shit. Why defend that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, truthfully. I don't know. That is weird, isn't it? Wait, why is my Twitter... God, Twitter is such dog water. Okay. So, okay, I do have to say, trigger warning before I get into this, but here's someone who came out with it. Look, these are DMs. Check out this DM. Will you give me shelter and give me blank? LOL. This is from him, Alex Peter. LolOverruled. Sure. How old are you? 23? 24, baby. 25 in 8 days. How old are you? 27? 29. Ah, so close. I have a partner, but we're open if that's okay with you. While seeing I'm all the way in New Zealand. Got any pics for me? See, this is what I was talking about earlier when I said the messages. What the fuck? There's a bunch on my page. Okay, and I believe this right here was the girl that, I think this was the girl that first came out. Right here, a content creator threatened me saying they would hurt me, I'd be powerless because more people like them and it'd be so easy to call me a liar and ruin my life. Someone and then leak that freak. This was the girl that first came out with this. 2 first names. That's not even important, but you know the first names terrify you. Good. My name is Max Steven. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, dude. I know what you're saying. So, this girl right here put right here, okay, I saved, look at this. How's that? Look at this. This is from LolOverruled. Dog. Like, what the fuck? Look at this. This is like really, she was just posting their message. So look at this. I don't even like want to read this. Look at this. Unsolicited pics and asking for pics is cringe. Am I wrong? Say. But am I wrong? Say, wasn't that? And immediately it's gross. Dude, it's so. This is so gross, man. And then. Hold on. Where did the other thing go? So I'm gonna be very honest, but the part where I got never too loud about Lolo is because he was friends with Hassan, who got very mad about me commenting on the Harry Potter game and did tell people it was just me trying to peddle my OF once again. Okay, here's something to note. And I think okay. Here's something to note. There's something to be said about dudes and women that have OnlyFans, for sure. Like, I don't know why it enables certain men to, like, treat women in this way if they have an OnlyFans, where it's like, oh, well, she, you know, it's okay to treat her like this because other guys are probably treating her in this fashion or another, whatever. It's like, no, that doesn't give you the right to treat her that way. Even if they don't have an OnlyFans, it doesn't give you the... You should not be treating a woman like this. Like, this is completely unacceptable. And it's gross to see, like, look at this right here. So I'm happy he cut that man off publicly. It's the right thing to do. Now I can watch the stream in peace, but everyone here needs to do a better job about organizing with the SW community. With a lot of experience with these types of abusers. There are many red flags immediately, mostly centered around me as a sex worker being powerless. And that's why I just had that conversation with you guys right there. Because it was centered around her as a sex worker. So I knew I met up with him and left alone. It would have crossed my boundaries physically. You could not pay me any money to be alone with him. Let's see. Where was the other thing? What's this? Masturbating, so we're talking about sexual harassment because you don't like them. People have been genuinely harmed by this man making it about you. Dude, yeah, LolOverruled got fucking outed. It's so, dude, you have a responsibility. That's my main takeaway of this, too, is like, as a content creator, there's a couple things here. So, not even just as a content creator, but just as you have a responsibility to, like, I guess in this case, yeah, he is a content creator, so you have a responsibility to, like, I don't know, be normal, be nice, be cool, don't be weird, don't be treating women like shit. Like, you have a responsibility. Don't be treating even other dudes like shit. You have a responsibility as a content creator to... People look up to you. People want to... Like, people are inspired by you. It's your responsibility to be normal and treat people with respect because people are watching you. And when you do stuff like this, you immediately lose the respect of everyone around you. Like, this is not really something that I don't picture him coming back from. And I saw people making a couple references over to, like, Channel 5. I don't quite know how Channel 5 came back. I remember when that whole situation happened, then Channel 5 came back. I don't know how that came back, but I feel like this one with LolOverruled isn't really one you come back from necessarily. Like, this isn't like a thing you just like, oh, well, that happened, and you move on. What's this? So why are you so weird to sex workers? I want to get messy on here. What the fuck? Just want to be clear, in the first example, you seemed consensual. Then in the open relationship was off-putting. For example, you showed seemed consensual. Then the open relationship comment was off-putting. Sexing out of context is cringe, but also something you build towards. Yeah, and like... You know, okay, that's probably another conversation to have, right? Like, it's basically what Biologic just said. It's like, it's something you, like, build towards, whereas, like, people, like, people sext, like, when they're together, right? Like, that's, like, a thing that people that are, like, I don't know, when they're partners, they do together. That's like people have done that shit in the past, where it's like that's nothing new to people on here, but the fact of like how he's doing it is totally fucking. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Bottom line, he took advantage of the situation. It's completely unacceptable. This is like this should not be a direct comparison. Didn't Andrew Callahan get in trouble for being a sex pest? Yeah, and I saw a lot of people, that's what I'm talking about, that's what I meant when I said Channel 5. And Andrew Callahan came back, and like a shitload of people, look at this. Channel 5. To me, normal, not creepy individuals. I don't know. See, look, he came back. I mean, look at this, 3.1 million views. Like a shitload. Andrew Callahan essayed girls, yeah, and look at this. Still getting a gazillion views again. Like, I don't know how the fuck he came back from it. It's like the biggest mystery. I, to this day, don't know how he came. Like, you can see that, like, when's the last time I watched his videos? Yeah, fucking, I haven't since that situation. I haven't watched his shit. You don't see any red lines on any of these. Like, legit criminal, not to downplay the situation either. Yeah, but there were people making comparisons on Twitter today, so I had to bring it up because there were people being like, but how did Andrew Callahan come back from the situation? Because I think LolOverruled was talking about, like, he would take a break, and people were like, so how's he going to come back? But this is just, like, as a content creator, you have a responsibility. It's just not, it's, again... it's not hard to be normal, dudes. I swear it's not hard to be normal. It's really not. Just be normal. You don't... Just treat people with respect. Wild topics. Say you gotta go. Yeah, I'll try to make the next stream a lot more calm and not crazy topics. It'll be a better stream. Well, maybe we'll do a fun stream next time. Good to see you in here, Blender, though. Let me see. We'll be back. I will be back when... B-Day stream, maybe? Potentially Thursday? Maybe even tomorrow? If there's stuff to talk about tomorrow, then I will. But if not, Thursday. So either tomorrow or Thursday. I'll come back at 9:30. Thanks for hanging tonight, Blender. It's really, really good to see you in here. Controversy only causes the influencer to lose 20% of their views. It's guilt and shame doesn't convince them to step down and work on making amends. Yeah. Happy early birthday. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's, I mean, dude, it's just like a really gross. Oh God, did you guys see this? Or is that? I think that was it. I think that was it on the LOL overruled situation, at least that I wanted to cover. I don't think there's. My close friend is video. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't see this. My close friends on IG is like 50 people. When I complained about Lolo in private, 3 of my friends messaged me complaining about how pushy he was and weird he was with. One of them said they could name 3 more people with similar stories. And I also have to acknowledge, okay, I'm going to say this. I'm just going to say it because I know it, but I'm going to verbalize it because if I don't verbalize it, people might get mad. I understand it's really hard to come out with stories like this because people, especially on Twitter, when you come out with a story like this, people are very quick to be like, excuse me, you're lying. Actually. So it makes it extra difficult for people to actually come out with these stories, so they feel like they have to come out in private with it. So it takes a lot out of someone to come out with a story like this, right? So, and to those that don't think that, then you're just plain old wrong, because if you were a woman trying to come out with a story, you're like, even in real life, dude, people get fucking told they're just lying. They're like, oh, you just want attention, you're lying. And don't get me wrong, we've seen cases in my time of being on the internet. We've actually seen cases like that in the past where someone does that and then it turns out that person did make up a fake story. Like, I think I've maybe gone over that on stream once before. I think there's other videos I've made where that's happened. It's a thing that happens. Unfortunately, it's not great. But even those situations, when those happen, make it so that when people do come out with stories like that, then people are like, well, that person was lying, so you're definitely lying. So it takes a lot for people to come out. So you have to, give it up to the people that are just coming out with their stories like this. I've really been saying that, man. I just hate sex workers. So it's just like a extremely difficult thing. It's sad. Also, not to change topics, but I am going to change topics real quick. Twitch has an update on view counts. They've been checking in with bots here. We have teams in tech dedicated to ensuring that views show up on channels reflect actual viewership and aren't artificially inflated in any way. Ultimately, metrics on Twitch represent the real and growing communities that show up and participate on channels. We regularly update detection tools and methods. Yeah, people are starting to view bot on Twitch. We recently made changes that improve the ability to identify view bots, inauthentic viewership, and potentially fake engagement. These changes roll out over the next few weeks. If your channel is view botted or some of your viewers were artificial inflated, you'll see an impact to your view count. This means that sites that publish unverified Twitch accounts are going to see changes over time. We recognize that view buying can be out of the streamer's control. Okay, I saw this funny thing. I don't know if it'll come up again. It was someone posted these screenshots of Tectone's Twitch. This is why Tectone moved to Kick. Someone posted Tectone screenshots. Oh, I don't know if... Let's see. Maybe we'll just find it on Tectone's Twitch. We just go to twitch.tv/Tectone. But his views were like way down. Oh God, no. Ew. Yeah, look at this. Look, 9.8, 5.6. I think he was view botting, dog. Yeah, look at this. His views are way down. Look at this. I just say the power dynamics here obscure seemingly consensual nature of the convo. Also, knowing she had a as well. First I've heard of this drama, so my comment feels in bad taste. I don't think this is drama. This isn't really drama. This is like serious matter. I don't think it should be looked at in the light of drama, because I think drama is more of like, oh, this YouTuber, did this like crazy thing that made the company lose money or whatever. Like I would classify the Iron Mouse thing to be like considered like internet drama, even though it's like a sad real life situation. That's just like, we view that in the light of drama. This is like him being out as a sex pest. So I don't think this is like drama. This is just like gross. Let's see if we can. No, I put on drama. Oh, I see it now. Yeah. You know what else to say? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. 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 I think power dynamics play a role. No matter what at first, because like you're gonna see the size of the creator, and you're come off as like a famous person when you have that kind of following. So you do have like an objection, especially with like, especially with like younger, like I don't know, especially like when you have a bigger following online and you're doing this online and a lot of people know who you are, you have a responsibility with this kind of thing. I don't think people should be like sliding like that. Like this whole exchange was just weirded me out right here. How old are you? 23. Like, you just like walked in assuming she's 23. Oh, what the heck? I don't know why that happened. What do the comments say about this? It's getting late, so I'm gonna head out. I'm actually gonna head out myself too. Appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you. I am done. That's it. I can feel myself like petering out. It's 11:30. I need to get up in 6 hours to go for my walk. Love you guys. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all tuning in for tonight's stream. We will be back either tomorrow or Thursday night. I'll pop a note in the Discord if I come on tomorrow night, and I'll post here. So that's it for me. Thank you for those tuning in. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about anything, leave it down in the chat or in the comments below, and hit that subscribe button if you're new here. All right. Good night, fam. Good night, Chris. Good night, BioLogic. Good night, Ryan. And good night, Blender. And good night to... who else was in here tonight? I feel like I'm losing people now. Rowan Brothers. I think that's everyone, wasn't it? Love you all. Thank you for chilling tonight. Catch you all next one. Peace.